right, so here you get the monitor itself, and I have to say, this thing is smaller than I expected it to be. Welcome back, folks. In this video, I'll be doing an unboxing and first impressions of the Blackmagic Video Assist 5 12G SDI HDR. It has a long name. I'll put it on the screen. Now, while this is not a new product, it is new to me in my studio environment, and I purchased this with my own money. Blackmagic did not send this to me. All the opinions that you hear in this video are my own, nobody else's. But the real reason why I got this, because I wanted to unlock the raw capabilities of recording to an external monitor with my FX30 to open up that color range to about 12-bit to see if I actually notice a difference, to see if it's even worth picking up one of these things, or if I should just go with shooting with the internal codecs. But with that being said, from what I've seen, this also has some pretty cool tools like waveforms and histograms that you can utilize to ensure your exposure is just right. So I'm interested in testing that as well. But with that being said, I'll go ahead and dive into the unboxing. Let's get it. So I ordered the 5-inch one, and you know, it lists a summary of what all it does. It's compatible with B-RAW, ProRes, DNxR, whatever that is, not sure. But you can also shoot in 10-bit 422 as well. But yeah, we'll go ahead and dive into it. The vector scope, that looks pretty cool. All right. So when I open it, let's see, I can see there's a welcome from Blackmagic, a get started guide, pointing you to how to obtain the manual, latest software, learn more about it, just scanning the QR code. Okay, you also get a free download of DaVinci Resolve. Sweet. Blackmagic's editing software. No monthly subscription, no ads, and no user tracking. You get a sticker, and then in here it looks like you have some adapters to swap out for the primary connector here. I would likely utilize this one since I'm in the US. They have them tucked away pretty good here. This one would be for AU, so I guess Australia. This one is for UK, and this one here is for EU. All right, so here you get the monitor itself, and I have to say, this thing is smaller than I expected it to be. However, it is pretty thick, and I can feel that already. I'll move that to the side for the time being. Let's see if okay. You can see now I have access to the power brick, which I can then slide in the US charger port. Sweet. And it has a locking DC connector, so it's nice as well. In here I also get a way to charge an MPF battery utilizing this little charger. So I'll set this off to the side, and let's see. Looks like that's all you get in the bag, so it doesn't look like you actually get an MPF battery, just get the charger for one. All right, with that being the case, I'll go ahead and move this out of the way. And here we go. And I suck at unwrapping this already. Okay. Whew, here we go. First thing that I notice is, wow, this thing is made of metal, and that is noticeable. It feels like a premium device. So that's pretty nice. We have on the side here two SDI in and an SDI out, HDMI out, HDMI in. You have some screws that allow you to mount this up to your rig, an SD card slot over on the right side, locking DC power, 12 volt, as well as a headphone jack. And then you have the recording indicator light right there. But overall, off the back, this looks pretty sleek. I'm gonna go ahead and get this slid onto my FX30 rig and then get this powered on.